Hey guys, good morning. Thank you for tuning in to another tips video. The idea for this video came up last night in our Coin Changer help group on Facebook. We try and answer questions that we have not already covered with a video, for the simple fact that next month when somebody else asks the same question, we can at least give them a link to a YouTube video, and without a bunch of texts and messages, they can just watch and see what the remedy is to their problem. So what I've got here is 3 validators. And if I had a fourth one, I'd show you that, but I just don't have a 2400 in stock. This is primarily what most of the American Changers came out with on the 24 volt system. It's the 2600 series IE26X2 24 volts. Okay, green label. Now, the question came up, will a blue label work? This is a vending validator, VN2512. The one I just showed you, the green, was an AE2612, AE for amusement. That has a switch on it, which is 1 pulse for $1 or 4 pulses. Now, pinball machines need 4 pulses because they cannot differentiate $1 from a quarter. So that's why they do that. Now, the 2700 series, which is, it's hard to see, but it's got a yellow label beneath that opaque covering. Anyways, this is a yellow label, 27X2 MDB 24 volt. You see it in soda machines, see it in, we put it in all of our refurbished change machines. And they are a little bit less costly than the green labels now. So the question was, will a 2512 work in an American Changer with a universal board? Well, let me show you. Now, I started this video and then I stopped it because I kind of ran into a problem, and I'm not even sure what the problem was, but I'm going to show you what we have here. And when I say problem, I think what I meant is, I think the universal board has got to find the validator, and by find it I mean talk to it. Okay, I'm sure there's a lot better term. What I've got running now, the one that's plugged into it, okay, let's get these out of the way. That's the green label, no. It's the blue label, no. So we have the customary 1s through 20 validator hooked up to our universal board and 1 hopper. Okay, and we'll get 4 quarters here. You saw them all come out of there, 4 quarters. So now what we're going to do is we're going to shut down and get our dollars back so we can keep testing. Alright, we're going to unplug. We have the power off. You always work on components with no power. Okay, now here's our blue label. This is the one that was in question. Will this in fact work with a universal board? And the reason the customer had asked is because he could not make his work. Okay? Let me get a 5 out of here while this resets. Alright, our stash of 5s for when we're tuning recyclers. Alright, so here we are. According to our board, we're showing the total $49, so we're good to go. Okay, $1 bill, 4 coins, put 5 in. Now keep in mind, it will not take more than a 5. No 10s, no 20s. Whoops. Oh, you know what? This is a 1s only unit. Alright. This is a 1s only. See, it says good to go 1s. Okay, I'm not going to be able to show you 5 because I'm not going to go find another one off the shelf. But anyways, that's a 2512. If it was flashed for 5s, it would take them. As you see, this is a non-flash unit, which is okay. That's great for a you know, a soda machine or something like that. So let's shut this one off. Now I want to show you the settings on a green label. Okay, so we have answered our question. A 2512 does work with a universal board. Okay, now Let's see if this syncs up. Just to show you, that's a green label, 26X2, or with this bezel it would be known as a 2602. Alright. Wait 3 seconds. Okay, now this is what it did to me. See, the out of service light is on. It's kind of hard to read the display, but it says fail. It had to go through a couple of resets for this to find it. Okay? And I don't know if it was 2, 3, 4 resets, but it did run, but it took a minute. Give it time. Okay, that failed again. This is something I am going to ask my guy, my technical guy at American Changer, if he's seen this issue, which I'm sure they have, but it's Christmas Eve today, so I'm not going to bug them on a question that doesn't have to be answered today. So anyways, what we're going to do here is we're going to let it sit and reset again. I have the settings correct, the dip switch settings, because like I said, I did run it. Alright, don't make me a liar here. The only thing I remember doing was I went through the settings, but I didn't change any of them. Okay, payout, hardware, validators, okay, MDB, yes. And it's on 1, which is kind of funny that it would say MDB 1. That means 1 validator, but there can't be 2 because this is not a super board with 2 plugins, just 1. So, anyways, guys, I may have to do a follow-up video on these 2600s because, like I said, I was sitting here at my computer and it reset a few times, I think 3 or 4, and it did come on. So to not make a liar out of me, what I think I'll have to do is make another video showing that these 2600s do in fact work. That's what this is designed for. And I know this is a good validator for the simple fact that I just ran it 5 minutes ago. So what I think I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to close out here this video. We did show you, let's go back to it as a matter of fact, just so we can show you that the system is working. Let's go back to the 2512. Alright, always plug in with the power off. Going to turn it on again. Alright, this one comes right up without any kind of an error. Alright, good to go. As you can see by our light is out, which means it's in service. And just for kicks, because certain things like this drive me crazy, I am going to hook this 2600 up a second time just to say we did. And once again, there's no reason to change these settings because it was running the way it was, and I'll show you what the settings are. 1, 2, 3 is on, the rest of them off, which would mean harness enable, 1 pulse per dollar, and gaming interface. Okay. Now, this looks like it wants to start. And it does. Now why it wouldn't find itself a second ago, I can't tell you. These things sort of puzzle me. Now, I'm going to put a 5 in this 2612. Should get 20 coins. Alright, got a whole handful of nickels there, which we're using. Just to show you it's not a fluke. And then I'm going to reset it. I'm going to turn it off again. Now, as you guys can see, we've run this video straight through. There was no editing. We didn't change anything here. It's not like we had a bad wire or a bad box. Still in service, so let's power it down, 3 seconds. Come back on. Let's see if it finds itself again. We don't know why, once again, but I will talk to technical service next week. I have a good guy there at American, and I'm going to tell him exactly what happened. Now, you saw it on video that it would not find this 2612, okay? But second time works like a charm. All right, guys. Hey, we appreciate your viewership throughout 2021, and we look forward to picking up another couple of thousand members this coming year. Guys, have a great, safe holiday, and once again, thank you for everything. For now, Doug at Doug's World Tour Vending Channel. Out.